This week's Torah portion of Parshat Teitzei has a very interesting number of psukim, verses in the middle of the Parsha that resonate with me on a very personal level. Some of you are going to be surprised at what I'm going to share with you. But when I saw these verses, I said to myself, it is an absolute must for me to be able to share this thought with you. The Torah in Perek Chaf Bet Pasuk Chaf Hey speaks about a situation, a scenario. If a man finds a woman who is engaged to be betrothed, and he finds her in the field, a place that is void of human civilization, presumably, a place that is private, a place that is remote. Vechzikba ha'ish, he holds her down, v'shachavima, and he engages in a sexual relation with her. He assaults her sexually. This man is put to death for what he did. But then the Torah says a very strange thing. It says, to the woman who this happened to, the victim, we should not do anything to her. She is not and did not transgress anything, certainly nothing that is punishable by death. For just as someone would rise up on another, nefesh, and just like someone would rise above someone else and kill them, this too is like murder. For he has found this girl in the fields. This girl may very well have screamed, but there was no one there to save her. Why do these verses resonate with me? Well, I'll tell you. Anyone who has heard our story, Gila's story, and what happened to her and how she spiraled out of control knows very well that it began because she was sexually assaulted. She was sexually assaulted and invaded by a young man, and because of that, she chose to hold in her emotions. She was obviously traumatized, and what I believe she went through PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. And there was a storm that brewed inside of her because of what had happened. She was unable to communicate, to discuss, to converse, and to share this horrible, distraught feeling that she had of being assaulted, of being invaded. And as a result of that, one step after another, which we don't have to go into details now, but I do cover in my lectures, she eventually took her own life. And the reason why this is so important is a number of things that we see revealed within the context of these psukim that resonate with me and that certainly relate so much to what happened to Gila as well. Number one, in a field, a place that is void of humanity, a place that is private, that is where this person takes advantage of someone else. And she may have screamed, as the Torah says, Ve'ein Moshiala. She screamed, she wanted to be saved, but there was no one who could respond. She was assaulted, and the Torah compares it to Retzach, to a murder of that person. Let us understand. First of all, the Torah confirms that she didn't do anything wrong, and she should not be punished. But that's something that we should already understand. This woman was sexually assaulted. The Torah compares it to Retzach, to murder. Let us understand that anyone who assaults someone else sexually, it is as if they have murdered them, as the Torah tells us in this week's Parsha. And tragically, it saw a murder. Gila died as a result of that sexual assault that occurred to her at a young age. This is important and painful for us to incorporate and to infuse, but nonetheless important for us to infuse. Important for us to incorporate and understand. I hope and pray that these encounters, that these assaults, that these attacks should never happen, but anyone who, God forbid, even entertains these things should know very well it's not just a sexual assault. It is a murder. And a person has the power to destroy and rid someone of their lives as such. This is important for us to realize. It's the Parsha way, it's the Torah way, and tragically, it was the Gila way.